Since many vacations are put on hold due to the pandemic, a lot of people are choosing to stay home and tackle projects around the house. Joining us now to talk about a ceramic coating to beautify your home, and it's not paint, is David Benegas with Rhino Shield. Hey, David.
Hey, Molly, how are you?
I'm doing great. It's great to see you out there. What is Rhino Shield for people who've never heard of it before and don't know how it works?
So very simply put, we're a ceramic coating that goes on your house just like this. Goes on, stays on, you never have to paint again. That's the simplest way I can put it.
And what surfaces do you go over? Because I think a lot of people are going to think, well, I have vinyl, or I have brick, or I have hardy plank, or whatever it is, and they think, well, I don't know if Rhino Shield will work for that.
That's perfect, because we go over vinyl, we go over brick, of course we go over hardy board like this, and of course in Wisconsin we go over the dreaded and the loved cedar.
What makes you different than a traditional painting company?
To start out with, obviously no other painting company is giving a 25-year warranty like we are. None are as thick. We're 10 times thicker than paint. And of course we go over almost any surface. Depends on what it needs. Our prep is out of this world. It's better than anybody else in the industry, and that's kind of where we specialize. And then of course you get to have our good crews out here doing this stuff, and you don't have to paint again.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned the prep and your great crews, because you did my house, and even yet now, a couple years later, people still comment on how wonderful it looks. So thank you so much for that. I love my Rhino Shield coating. But talk about the prep work, because as you maybe remember, I had all that green something on my house, and people have cracks and peeling paint.
Yep. You had a lot of surfaces. So you had wood, you had hardy, you had elk, so you had everything, and you had all the challenges, the peeling paint, you had the rotten wood, you had the green. So we have to go above and beyond what we would normally do. So normal people, not that yours was way bad, but we had a lot of challenges, and of course we deal with them and we handle them just fine. And like you said, it looks beautiful. We still get calls every day. Hey, we saw you at Molly's, and you know, we appreciate the exposure out there too. It was great.
Yeah, and the other thing too, David, that I think is special about you guys is you take such good care of plants and bushes, flowers that people have. You're careful about the work you do, and when you leave, it's clean and looks brand new.
That's one of the main things we set out to do when we go. We don't want it to look or feel like a painter has been there, or a traditional construction crew where everything's destroyed. You cover everything up like you see, and you make sure what doesn't need to be disturbed doesn't get disturbed, and you guys can sit, watch on the porch, or enjoy from inside, you know, whatever you like, and it still looks like it should. Why
does it last so long, David? Because a lot of people, if they've seen your work, you spray on at least one of the coats, but why are you able to offer that great guarantee?
Well, first off, we're doing it, so we're a lot better than most. But you've seen, and I didn't bring it with me, and I apologize, but we have a sticky primer that goes on. It's already been applied to the home here. It's scientifically engineered. It doesn't let go of our top coat, our Rhino Shield, the stuff that our colorant is in. And you know, from when we put your particular white on, those two just do not let go. And of course, the prep is one of the biggest things. We prep the house to make sure it's going to accept our coat and it's going to last.
One of the things that people may not know is that if you buy vinyl, for example, you might get, I don't know, 8 or 25 choices. With Rhino Shield, you can literally do any color under the rainbow. People imagine it, come up with it, you can match any shade.
To the T, like I've said before, people bring in their blouse, their shirt, they want to match a car. This one in particular was very difficult to pick choices. Obviously we're spraying, so we're able to do it. So whatever you dream of, we can make it happen.
The house you're doing there looks fantastic. Tell us about what you're doing.
So right now they've already done the prep. Obviously they've covered up. If you remember the sticky primer, that's already been applied. Obviously you can see a lot of the caulking, all the windows are covered. We're not doing garage. So things that don't need to have us, don't get them, because once they're there, they're there. Now they're just applying the first coat of the actual Rhino Shield itself. They're going to go through again. They're doing the body. They're going to go through, do the trim. They'll come up, do another coat, the touch up. So there's a lot of stuff involved, and it just looks a little simpler than it is, but they make it look that way.
It looks great. Have you guys been affected by the pandemic at all? Are you able to go ahead and do your work as normal?
We are back. We're a full service company again. We're affected just like everybody, but we're back. Everybody still needs to be done. Everybody still needs to be pretty. So we are back in full force. Of course, we jumped out a little slower just like everybody, but we're back in action and excited to do homes like this and possibly your guys as well.
It was great to see you. I'm going to share your special offer now. Thank you so much, David.
Sure. Hey, good to hear you. Good to see you. I hope to see you guys real soon too.
Sounds great, David. Keep up the great work. Rhino Shield right now has a great offer. You can save up to 25% off your project. Call them today to schedule a consult. The number is 262-327-6261. You can also visit rhinoshieldwis.com to learn more about their incredible coating.